Okay, this is Dallas Goldtooth. I have on the phone Linda Black Elk, who's one of the coordinators for the Medic Healer Council. Is that correct, Linda?
That is totally correct.
Awesome. So, Linda, there's a lot of reports going through social media about people being poisoned, that chemicals being sprayed on camp, which is that has been an ongoing rumor for a while now. But there's some recent it's been a resurgence of this rumor. So I wanted to ask if what's the stance of the Medic Healer Council um, who has been in the camps for months now and who is the primary, I guess, source for medical advice or just basically is there supporting the people in the camps.
Okay, so first of all, let me say that I'm a mom and a teacher. And as an individual, and Dallas, you know this, I can be super paranoid, right? I mean, see the things that law enforcement is doing, and I always kind of want to think the worst, right? But I'm also a scientist, and I think that it's always important to stress that we have absolutely no solid scientific evidence that dangerous chemicals are being sprayed on water protectors, whether that is from planes, helicopters, or otherwise. There's absolutely no solid evidence for it. We did, and I know that a lot of this resurgence of these rumors comes from some test results that were brought in by a water protector. She had hair samples taken from a naturopath. Those samples were not from a lab, they were from a naturopath. And so, we absolutely take all of these things seriously, but those lab results need to be retested and verified in a lab. We're working with expert toxicologists. And of course, like I said, we just take them very seriously, but they aren't considered scientific by the larger scientific community. So, for example, they would be completely inadmissible in a court of law. The current test results that the one water protector gave to us, done by the naturopath, are completely inadmissible in a court of law.
Linda,
So we need
can you what's a naturopath?
Oh, so a naturopath is a doctor who basically practices natural medicine. And so let me be clear about how much I respect that. A lot of the people listening to this interview might not know that I'm actually an ethnobotanist. I'm a plant scientist, but I'm an ethnobotanist, and I'm an indigenous woman. And so natural medicine, traditional medicine, is the medicine that I use the most. It is the medicine I trust. So I have deep trust in people who work with natural medicines, but these test results just are not considered scientifically rigorous. So they, like, as I said, they wouldn't be admissible. We need to we need to hold ourselves up to certain standards, and so we need to have these tests verified. The test that this particular water protector brought in.
So what at this point, is there any caution that you advise for people, or how should people respond to this?
So I really feel like if you are having any sort of health issues, you can come see the medics in camp at any time, and we will help try to figure out what's going on, or we will direct you to more advanced care outside of camp. Or you may, if you're having some serious health issues, that you might want to go see some services outside of camp, whether that's in Mobridge, South Dakota, at home with your own primary care physician, or even up in Bismarck, North Dakota. I also, Dallas, wanted to address the issue of Rosal. I'm sure you guys heard about the rodenticide that was sprayed back in April, and not sprayed, but placed back in April to kill prairie dogs. Rosal certainly is a dangerous rodenticide, a dangerous pesticide. But we've actually brought in a lot of scientists and even epidemiologists and physicians to consult, and it's very, very unlikely that water protectors would have been in any way exposed to that poison, because it wasn't placed in camp, and it wasn't even placed at the buffalo pasture north of camp. It was placed in a pasture further away. So it's very unlikely anyone would have come in contact with that again, it was placed back in April. Rosal tends to be really heavy and small, and it would be in the ground or at the bottom of the river. And so, of course, it's awful. And the use of Rosal is horrible, which is why a lot of states have outlawed it. It's actually a very painful death for those poor little animals and any animals who might have been exposed to it. But that makes it really unlikely that water protectors would have been affected by it. So, also the effects of Rosal tend to happen very quickly. So, of course, no one could be exposed right now because, any of that Rosal that might still be there, which it shouldn't be, but any of it that might still be there is under feet of snow. So we wouldn't be seeing those results. They don't accumulate in your system. It happens very quickly. And, you would know if you were affected by it right away.
Okay.
So please go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's about it. I just don't know if you have anything else. We got about 30 seconds left here.
No, I would say that's it. We're still looking into the dapple cough, of course. We need to get some real concrete evidence for that. Some people have been diagnosed with particular viruses, and they could be attributed to that. But otherwise, there's really nothing to be afraid of at this point. If there were, we would absolutely let people know.
Well, thank you, Linda Black Elk with the Medic Healer Council there at the Chetishakoi Camp and Sacred Stone Camp.